Hey you guys, it's Trainer Tiff with Tackle It with Tiff, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about past injuries and training with those injuries. So I get a lot of questions about starting training, whether it's at a boot camp or whether it's personal training, whatever, and past injuries and what to do about them. And you guys, don't be scared of your past injuries, okay? It's just something that you need to communicate with your trainer, and it's something that you can definitely work around. So everybody has different things that have happened in the past, whether it was a high school sports injury or if it was something from military service, you know, things like that. But there's always something wonky about your body. You know, a lot of times we start training because our bodies aren't in the right condition, and that's why you want to get into good condition so that you can use your body properly. So, you know, I've gotten questions even from some people. Most recently I got the question of, well, you know, most of the bones in my legs and feet were shattered. And I was like, okay, well, you know, you can still, you know, there's still ways to work around that with upper body and stuff like that, but how long ago was that injury? And it had been like 10 years ago. You can totally work around that. You know, especially talk to your doctors, figure out exactly what they suggest at the beginning, especially if you need rehab or something like that. So obviously, you know, with an injury being 10 years old, he's totally able to use those body parts now. However, you know, when injuries were first sustained, that's definitely something that you would need to talk to your doctor about, no matter what the injury is, so that you know if you need rehab or how you should work around that injury. So first and foremost, always be friends with your doctor. You know, but we all have certain things. I have another client who has one hip that is not all hers and one lung that works. So, you know, no matter what, you can work around it. And she runs hills and, you know, does everything that everyone else does as well. And she does it with flying colors. You know, I personally, used to shoot rifles in high school, so I actually used to pop my wrist out of place and pop my kneecap out of place in order to get a better position. And that caused tendonitis in my wrist, and I had a crooked kneecap for quite a while. But I learned to train around it, and now I have no issues with my knees, and I don't have any problems doing push-ups or anything with my hands. You know, you wear braces for a while, especially as you rehab those body parts, and then once they start getting stronger, you can work without your braces and things like that. And you know, and there's so many things out there that help you train with the way that your body is. Like I mentioned, braces, and you know, that's why we wear gloves on our hands a lot of times, is so that you don't hurt your hands. You know, a lot of times the same thing goes with shoes. People don't realize that their feet, their knees, their hips, their back can all be related to a good or bad pair of shoes. So there's certain little things that you can switch that make a really big difference. I personally have, I lack fat pads under the front part of my foot. So every now and then I'll get, you know, thicker skin on the bottom, stuff like that. So I just make sure that I get good insoles and very squishy shoes and things like that, because I don't have the extra cushion that most people naturally have in their feet. You know, it's just something like that that you need to try out different things to figure out what works. But especially if you have joint issues, or, you know, if it's just your weight that's holding you back, those are things that will come with time as you continue training and things like that. You know, something else to keep in mind, especially with knees, is that as you run, every single pound that you weigh is 4 pounds on your knee joint. So that's a lot of pressure. So you always want to make sure that you're using proper form, proper technique. You know, ask your trainers who they're certified through, things like that. A lot of times you'll see trainers training different clients. And if you have any questions whatsoever about why a certain move is being done a certain way, or, you know, what it's supposed to be working, what you should be focusing on, ask a trainer. Look up information online, things like that. But you can always work around injuries. If part of your body isn't working well, like I mentioned, the one gentleman with the legs that he was worried about, no matter what, you can do something. It doesn't matter if you are on bed rest for something. There's always a way to work around what you need. You know, I had a client who had hurt her neck. And so we did a lot of lower body and, you know, midsection and things like that, and work slowly into getting her upper body working again so that she wouldn't hurt herself. So no matter what, there's a way to work around it. You can find a way through this. It may be a slight bump in the road, but you can get back into the condition that you want no matter what. Injuries are just that. They're injuries, but they're not permanent. So they're something that you can definitely work around to get to the goals that you want to work towards. So if you guys have any questions specific about different things, remember, always ask your trainer, ask a doctor, things like that. Really get the answers that you're looking for, because again, every time you turn around, this journey is personal to you, and nobody knows what you're going through unless you communicate that. So talk to your trainers, talk to your doctors, get your questions out there, ask people online even. You know, some people out there may have some of the same injuries as you do, and ask them what they did to work around it. So keep your ideas flowing, you guys, and I'll see you out there in spandex. Stay sweat-tastic. Bye.